So I just finished watching Adolescence. It was an amazing 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, bro. It was good. It was good. The boy did his job. The guy who was playing the kid, the kid playing the kid, was good. Like he was convinced. Like I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm like, it seems like he has mental health problems. Like he just, and also she was kind of, I don't know. Like I would just, like, to me, if someone says you're an incel, just ignore them. That's what I would do because they don't know you personally. I would just ignore that take that to the head and be like, okay, and move on. Delete her comment and move on. Like she made this post about him. I'm like, she's red pill, and I'm like, so am I supposed to be okay? A girl who's red pill. Am I? Are we? So where are we on this? The girl, her being not so clean as well. Her being a little bit shady and being shady to him, so calling him an incel, doing all this. I'm sitting there like, okay, so what was your goal in that of this? Like you just want to call him an incel, get him ostracized, and that's it. And the guy who gave him a knife, what do you think he's going to do? I forgot these kids' names. So it's like you gave him a knife. You thought she was gonna scare her with a knife. That would give him even if he got like, that's a threat. Somebody coming at you with a knife and just going like, "Oh, I'm gonna stab you." That's a threat. That's a threat. So he would have to get the parents would have pressed charges anyway. So I'm sitting there like, okay, what are we on? Like, what are we really on? Because it's like it's so intriguing. The show was good. I'm not saying the show was bad. The show was good, but that's just so sad how like red pill and all this stuff is like ruining our kids. Like I never had red pill talk like at all as when I was a kid. It was either go on the game on on the computer, get homework done, be a kid, be outside. It was never like oh red pill this, red pill that. People weren't sharing their thoughts as frequently when I was a kid. You know, I feel sorry for the parents because the parents they don't know who to listen to. Some people have good points. Some people have good points, but then like later on they just go down this dark path of like red pill. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. Bro, I think you gotta think for yourself, right? This is why I think this girl I used to work with Yvette said you gotta think for yourself as a kid and as a parent. You gotta think for yourself. You have to have your own opinions. You have your own type of thing going on. Think for yourself. Always think for yourself and process information according to your whatever your religion or whatever your political beliefs are, and just go by that. And I just feel like this kid was just so ostracized. Three kids are pushed to that are freaking outcasts of the society. And I thought it was going to be a coming of age story where like, oh, adolescence, but it's like, nah, it wasn't a coming of age story at all. I feel like, you know, he did his thing. The kid did did the crime, but I'm like, dang, bro. I I, I wouldn't have stabbed her. I wouldn't have stabbed her. I was like, okay, boom, take a screenshot of the comment, send that comment to her parents, and then that's it. That's what I would have done that. That's like what I would have done. I would have just ignored it, delete the comment or whatever, and it's like I would I would go to the principal and say, hey, she said this. She takes screenshots of the thing and show it to the principal. That's what I would have done. And then the principal would be like, "Oh, you're being harassed." But even then, like I think that school was terrible. That school. Let's not talk about that school for a minute. That school has no control over these kids. The kids are animals. I'm like, okay, first of all, not all kids are animals. Okay, they're kids. They're first grade. Yeah, come on, I dealt with kids before, right? It's not like they're all freaking animals. It's like it's also some of them are good, and some of them just they're just you have to let them grow. Treating them like oh like these are animals, these are people who don't have no type of sense. You got to you got to treat them like as a person. Treating them as animals is not gonna help nobody. Like, comment, follow. Deuces. And my sister's coming over. Hey.